My name is Stephen Ndavi. I'm one of the artist members of the Mukuru Art Collective. So basically, when I came to the collective like 6 years ago, I I wanted to do art for therapy first, and with time, like I've been changing in series. I've been advancing in technique and materials. So I started by doing hyperreal paintings that were perfect therapy because of the patience, because of the details that I needed to do that. I needed something to put all my focus in, so that I will forget my 2 years experience in Sudan, which I needed to, I think. And it worked very perfect because like I really ended up producing some good work which were beneficial in many ways, because like it was so beautiful to the eyes of the viewer, me included, and it was so great for taking through the therapy, through my self therapy thing. So it was, I started working with oil paints because I do not practice art like ever. So it was my first time to venture into art, thanks to the guys in collective who helped me like to gain that confidence. So it wasn't, I was I was really open to learning new technique, new things, and I just found myself working with oil paints, and which were also, I think they subconsciously it came to become the best medium that I needed to use. But with time I've developed. So recently I'm like using these cutting boards. These cutting boards I collect them from vendors who sell vegetables. They use for cutting vegetables and foodstuffs. So the main inspiration from collecting these vendors was when I came back to Nairobi and started my career in art. I knew I would not earn from art immediately, because even that was not one of my intention, was not to earn from it. It had to serve another, was to serve another purpose. So when I got into the industry, I knew that I'm not going to make instant money. I was so open. I was a bit mature because I'd like worked for like 5 years before after my graduation. So I was a bit mature. I knew what I wanted and what I did not want with my life and with my art. So I was very open that I will not earn. So I opened a small butchery in a slum where I grew in, and that butchery was to sustain me as I come and paint. At least there is something that can help me earn some money as and support me as I paint. So with time, I came to realize that the cutting boards I'm used, once they are worn out, I'm throwing them away. And something just triggered, and I decided like, why don't I just use these cutting boards and tell food related stories, and tell stories of our childhood, and tell how small thing like a cutting board is like sustaining humanity, something that you will never something that you will never expect, something you, when you are asked to count 10 important things in the universe, or maybe 100 or maybe 1,000, you won't mention a cutting board. So it became very interesting, and I thought, this is a right medium. Of course, I did not think like that. Like, it's been developing ideas. So when I started, it was slow, but now it's like moving faster. So I thought these cutting boards could be important. I could tell things about these cutting boards, and then I took them. And then from the cutting boards, I have my experience as a child. Everyone has experience as a child. Very special. We have very special memories. So I decided these cutting boards, and with connection with feeding, and with connection with our childhood, with connection to our growth from childhood to where we are right now, it is very important to create those memories, because they are very special memories. They are memories that they are things that make us who we are right now. So I decided to use like the subjects of kids. So I basically I use kids as my subjects, like you can say here. I use kids as my subjects. So to tell all that thing about our childhood, about education, about diet, about playing. There is a lot of components of things that we did as kids that make us who we are right now.